The last bird story video I left off on November 10th, so this video I'll share the rest of my birding journal for that month. Enjoy! A lot of snow fell yesterday, and just like that, it's winter. The beautiful sunshine and freshly fallen snow made this place look like a magical wonderland. The first bird I saw was a lovely junco going about foraging on seeds from the tall grass. The first of my jays, though, was an eager Webster, and shortly after his lovely mate Snowy. Wasn't long before Snowy got ticked off with one of the juveniles that were here, though. There are two versions of the squeaky gate call they make from what I can tell over the years of observing them. I hear this particular one being made by males and females. I may make a video solely on my observations of the squeaky gate calls one of these days. Up by the apple tree, I put some peanuts down for the jays. Peanut showed up and joined in. While Peanut was off hiding food away, the other Canada jay came by and managed to grab a few morsels of my kitty's cat kibble that I brought. The jays really love that stuff during this time of year. From what I've been told, wildlife rehabbers often feed that or dog kibble to corvids they are caring for. It's a well-rounded food source for them. The other Canada jay tried his best to go unnoticed by Peanut, and for the most part it seemed to work. Either that or Peanut was just too preoccupied with preening to care. My lovely Hermoso gave me a pretty pose. And my handsome Blue posed for a little bit too. His blue color is just so vivid against the snowy background. That's one thing I love about winter, how beautiful the blue jays look. Snowy was ticked off this morning. She called out loud trying to get her mate Webster to come. It's Feisty Jay that she's upset with. I guess she just don't want him on her turf. Wasn't long before the other Canada jay spotted me. Afraid that Peanut will show up, it quickly took the leftover battered cod. Blue, Sweet Girl, Hermoso, Webster, and a few others showed up not long after. Sweet Girl barely got a peanut before Blue booted her off. Didn't take long for the other jays to have a go at getting a peanut from my hand, too. I still hadn't seen Peanut the Canada jay yet, though. But the other Canada jay was definitely keeping me occupied. It went after Feisty Jay for some reason. I love that Feisty Jay responded with the squeaky gate call, the other squeaky gate version, the one I see male blue jays using all the time. I don't think that Canada jay knows blue jay language, but who knows. It was quite a vocal jay today, too. Usually it's very quiet. Later on, I was alerted to a wonderful adult northern goshawk. Blue and Sweet Girl were not too happy with its presence, but I was loving it, even if short-lived. It upset Hatch, too, who started using his agitated call. With the hawk gone, they both settled down to get some food. Well, Blue did. He didn't leave a single morsel for Sweet Girl. At home, I was greeted by my lovely Hoppy and her mate. Hoppy's a sweetie. I went back out the next day to look for Peanut. On my way under the apple tree, I noticed apples and moose tracks. Looks like a moose had a little feast. Wish I saw it. The other Canada jay was the one I saw again, but shortly after I saw Peanut too. With it getting windy and my mind now calm knowing that Peanut is okay, I went back home. Blue and Sweet Girl were chatty and emotional. Snowy was eager for black oil sunflower seeds, although I think she only wanted them because the juvenile was at them first. She likes to dominate other jays. I think she's trying to become queen of the jays up here. My beautiful Hermoso came by. I just love those big sweet eyes of his. I saw the other Canada jay. Ugh, Canada jay. I just can't get used to saying Canada jay. It's so annoying to me to say it. I'm going to start calling them Gray Jay for now on because that's what I've always called them. And besides, many people call them Whiskey Jack or whatever it was that they've always known them as. And for me, I've known them as Gray Jay. Yeah, they're Canada Jay, but to me, it's Gray Jay. Anyway, the squirrels got pretty ticked with each other today. I guess this cold weather is to blame. They look so vicious in slow motion. After a few fights, one of them decided enough was enough. Peanut showed up after, and he even followed me as I walked back home. He took an interest in those apples. I don't know how Peanut knew there was a piece of apple buried in the snow, unless he hid it there himself maybe yesterday or something. Even though there were apples on the ground, he was interested in one still hanging from the tree. And of course, monkey see, monkey do, a juvenile blue jay had to have some after seeing Peanut at it. When I looked at my window this morning, I saw Hoppy and her family up in the birch tree. They got treats, of course. I love when it snows, so pretty. Kiwi was the first to greet me, and then Snowy and Webster. Blue and Sweet Girl weren't long behind, Feisty Jay too. For whatever reason, everyone seemed well behaved today, no fighting or anything. Nice to see for a change. Peanut showed up not long after. I love getting videos of him not on my hand, which is very difficult to do. Even if I have no food, Peanut will still stay perched on me, usually my head. I can even continue walking with him on my head. I have to try to get a video of that someday. I didn't find Hermoso until I got up to Blue and Sweet Girl's. Hermoso seems to like hanging out here. A young jay has been hanging out here too. I bet it's going to stay here with Blue and Sweet Girl all winter, just as Snowy did back in 2016. Hatch ended up alarm calling, but I never did see what upset him. However, I did see little tunnels in the snow. I'm thinking it could have been an ermine weasel. There are all kinds of interesting critters during winter. It's not as dead as you may think. I'm finding it so hard to use my Sony camera since winter came. It's colder, and when it snows, my camera gets wet. I'm very nervous that I'm going to end up breaking the camera. I think I'm going to have to stop using it soon. I did manage to get some pretty shots of my little guys, though. The way they look with the snow falling is just so beautiful. I can't believe how fast winter came this year. It didn't snow today and was sunny, so I decided to try my Sony camera again. Still a bit nervous, but it was nice to not have to worry about it getting wet from falling snow. My blue jay buddies seem to be settling into winter now. It's nice to see them all together trying to get what food they can. Sunny days in winter is so pretty, especially the gorgeous blue sky. My sweet little guys Kiwi, Lentil, Angel, and Mini Tim were energetic as ever today. That cute little juvenile nuthatch still comes around too. Never had that before. Peanut was pretty perky today. I think everyone was. I saw the other gray jay. It was very timid and careful. I guess it has to be careful not to tick off Peanut. Hatch and Maggie were quite eager for food today. Hatch was really chatty as well. He just doesn't like when Peanut is around. Sweet Girl enjoyed some seeds before Peanut booted her off. Blue was not too sure about the band-aid I had on my thumb. He spooked himself and I couldn't get him to feed on that hand. Silly Jay. The Jays seriously don't miss a thing, but it's interesting that Sweet Girl wasn't freaked out by it. Silly Blue. I freaking love him. No sun today, but at least it wasn't snowing. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep taking this Sony out. The Blue Jays were such characters today. The other Gray Jays showed up and tried getting some cat kibble while Feisty Jay collected some too. Blue had enough of Feisty Jay hogging it all, but Feisty stood his ground by using that squeaky gate call, which seemed to make Blue back off a little. Blue is so sweet and cute. At least he got a peanut. I enjoy it so much watching the Jays all collecting what food they can and how they behave to one another. Hatch was chatty as ever. I love that little guy. I really like his new mate Maggie a lot too. She's so cool. Their sounds are adorable. Lenzel got into her little fit of hiding seeds in my coat again. Cuteness. It's such an enjoyable thing hand feeding these little guys. So much fun. Just before I got home, Hoppy showed up. I had nothing left other than seeds. Luckily, she will eat it, though not her favorite food. Peanut showed up down here too. He has quite the large territory for one little Gray Jay. That's how it is with them guys though. The sun peeked out just a little tiny bit as it was setting. I was froze at this point and trembling though, as can be seen in the video. November was pretty good for birding. I enjoyed it a lot. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And just a friendly reminder, I have Birds Make Me Happy tote bags available until February the 12th. If you'd like to have one and help support me in what I do, check out the link below in the description. Thanks for your time and support. Happy birding!